Oh, hey, everybody. How are you doing? Wanted to do a little live stream tonight with regarding Leila Cavett and Shannon Ryan. We have the court details. I'm going to open up the phone lines. If somebody, because somebody, who was it? Mary said she took notes throughout the entire thing. If somebody wants to call in and they actually listen to it, and you want to go down your notes, you can do that, and I'll kick back. If not, why does it look so blurry? Oh, there we go. If not, we can go down these notes that I have here, and I have a video clip too that I want to show you guys before we start, and give people a second to join in. Hey, how you guys doing? Thanks for joining, Tammy, Gina, DJ. Let's do this first real quick. We'll give people a minute or two to join, and we'll get started.
His new video today of the suspect facing charges following the disappearance of a missing mom. He was transported from jail earlier today, and he is charged with kidnapping after the mother vanished. Her toddler little son later found wandering all alone.
Today, that man went before a judge, and local 10 News reporter Syra Onwar is live outside the Broward County Jail with what happened in federal court. Syra.
So that suspect, Shannon Ryan, is actually in the federal courthouse right now, waiting for his name to be called to appear before that magistrate judge. We're listening in on that meeting, too, and waiting to see what happens. He spent the night here in Broward Jail. In the meantime, the FBI is now offering $10,000 to anyone that can help them solve this case of Leila Cavett. Shannon Ryan, transported by federal agents from the Broward County Jail this morning. He was taken to the federal courthouse for his first appearance before a judge for his alleged involvement in the disappearance of 21-year-old.
I wonder why he kept looking up. Like, was he looking up to one of his... I mean, wouldn't you have to look down to a demon? Or are there demons up in the air too and stuff?
Leila Cavett. The FBI seen going through the dumpster area behind a Race Trac gas station in Hollywood, taking photos. 2 dumpsters were loaded onto 2 flatbeds covered with tarps. No official confirmation yet if that search was related to Cavett's disappearance.
It is, for sure.
But police documents confirm Shannon Ryan, the man who claimed to be the last person to see Leila, was arrested on a kidnapping charge. A criminal complaint states he was on his phone searching the Hollywood commercial garbage pickup dates. Investigators say a gas station employee told detectives they recalled seeing Ryan using the Race Trac dumpster and noticed children's toys and women's clothes inside that dumpster. Meanwhile, the FBI releasing new surveillance from the Hollywood Race Trac, the last known images of Leila before she went missing on July 25th. According to the FBI, this is her white Chevy pickup truck that afternoon. She's seen later getting out of a Lexus, and the last image is of her inside the gas station store around 10:15.
So let's get right into it, man. Let's get into the... And by the way, I don't know who took these notes, but it was sent to me by 2 different people, and they were the same. I think it was the same person. So salute to whoever put these notes together. And I'll open up the lines if somebody wants to call in after and maybe give some more details or some more thoughts. There was a lot of people that listened in today. There was a phone number that was posted, and I tried calling in, but I tried calling in too late, and it was like full. And you're not supposed to record. Like, you could get in trouble supposedly if you record. But some of the details, let's get into it. Hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Hopefully it's not too loud. In court, they state they found blood on the seat of the truck. He admitted he was at the apartment around the time Cam was found. So if you guys remember, maybe there's new people, Cam was found in the morning. I think it was like 8 something in the morning at this apartment complex in Miramar. Messages in the messenger with him consist of her travel, her being an apprentice of his, meaning a relation to teaching of witchcraft. LC, which is Leila, may have participated in some witchcraft, but can't definitively say. Traveled from Georgia to Florida with the white GMC Ohio tags registered to original owner, but had been sold more than once without a title or register transfer. She was final buyer of the truck. If you remember when Shannon was talking about that, the supposed, I don't believe a lot of the story that he gave, but he said that the tags were supposedly not even in that vehicle. So, I mean, I don't know if that's whatever, but she was the final buyer. It just, I guess it wasn't updated or something. Messenger communication with family took place. KA, which is Camden Arnold, I believe. And I asked somebody about this today, as far as like, what's up with the Camden Arnold? Supposedly, the guy that Leila was dating, and if I'm wrong, somebody call in and correct it. I'll open up the lines after I'm done reading. He stepped in as the father. Like, supposedly this guy actually signed the birth certificate, which kind of blew me away. In no way in hell I'm letting anybody else sign that birth certificate for my child. But this guy stepped in and he was there for the child, I guess. This is the guy that she was dating. So that's why he has I guess a different last name, just to clear that up. So she communicated with others, identified numerous, and spoke to numerous, to his knowledge, none in Florida. So the only communication they're saying that Leila had was in Florida was with Shannon. All right. Race Trac video is initial appearance of Leila. That truck, they can see Shannon. It's kind of the words are kind of all, so I'm going to try to improvise. They can see Shannon vehicle on the 25th at Race Trac in Leila's truck. So that's the video we saw from the FBI. So really quick, I won't play the whole thing, but just so you can kind of see. That's Leila's truck. And the interesting thing that you guys pointed out in the comments too was that there's a tarp on this truck at that time, a blue tarp. And the pictures after, let me pull it up real quick, that the police took, there's like no tarp. I'm guessing either that's one of the things he tossed, or maybe that's one of the things he used to dispose of whatever. So you guys pointed that on the comment section. That was pretty good. Levi Arnold. There you go. Stacy Klein. That's the guy that kind of stepped in and started taking care of the child, right? Levi Arnold. That's Camden. That's why he has the Arnold last name. Camden Arnold, right? K.A. So let's see here. Ryan shows her where to park the vehicle, which appears to be in the Walmart parking lot. No, her ex. Oh, the ex is Levi Arnold, but he's not Camden's dad, right? No. Levi Arnold stepped in and took care of the child. He's the one that signed the birth certificate. And then we have the biological father, which apparently he didn't sign the birth certificate, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. If not, I'll leave it for the call-ins. You guys can correct me on that. That was my knowledge. Okay, so he's not together with her, but he stepped in and took care of the child. Apparently, this guy signed the birth certificate. That's why Camden has his last name and not the other guy's last name, right? There we go. Thank you, Stacy. Cool. Thank you, guys. I'm a guy, so it's hard for me to organize all this stuff. So, okay, Walmart video, July 25th. Walmart truck was there, and the Go Lexus appears once. Truck is parked. They leave the parking lot in one vehicle. All right. So Ryan has her go park to the side. She's just pulling up at this racetrack, and Ryan has her go pull to the Walmart parking lot. I'm going to show you guys a little bit what that looks like. Mary here says, Levi Arnold signed and took care of the child. This is what I hear. Okay, thank you. Danny Lee is the biological father. Okay, thank you. And later on decided he wanted to be in his life. Yeah, we got to be clear about that. Cool, thanks. Appreciate that. So the truck was left at the Walmart parking lot on the 27th, 11:11 a.m. Can't tell who entered or how many because the video was so far away, which I'm going to show you guys right now, like the Walmart. Truck is seen entering Race Trac, and you see Shannon Ryan exit truck. No one else appeared to be in the truck. He approached the dumpster and removed many items from the truck, placing them in the dumpster. Cannot determine at this time what the items were. Appears to be large and small items from the interior and the exterior of truck. Shannon enters truck and leaves parking lot. Truck parked back. Time can't be determined. He hadn't personally seen the video yet. His understanding, vehicle didn't get parked back at Walmart for some time before 7:28. Okay. Lexus was later seen at the racetrack. So they say here that okay, they cannot determine what items they were. Let's see. Okay, yeah, can't tell who entered or how many because the video was so far away. So let me show you guys this. Low key, what's up? How you doing? Let me show you guys this. Hopefully it plays okay because I might have a lot of things opened up on the computer. But this is the Walmart, right? Let me give you a full screen actually. And let's see. So we got the cameras here. These are the cameras on the front of the stores. All right. So they can kind of see out into the parking lot, I guess, right? This is the huge ass parking lot I showed you guys. Sketch. This is like the perfect place to, if you want to leave a vehicle. If I have time tonight, I'm going to show you a picture of a vehicle I took the other day that was sketch as hell. And well, we'll get to it later if people call in. But let me take you through here a little bit and to show you the cameras. It's like this post right here. Let me take it a little closer if I can. Let me take it back here. So this is like the camera post. We can get there. Trying to get there. Google, you got to do a better job at this. Maybe it's just me. Whatever. But that's the camera right there, right? And then it's just really, really open. And then you have like more camera. Let me see. Where's the other camera? It's it's huge space. I don't know that those cameras can really cover everything. That's probably why they didn't have the best angle to see everything. I mean, I don't even see any others in the middle. There's usually these kind of posts out there, just to give you an idea. Bro, if that child was in West Monroe, then they went out to West Monroe towards I-27. Well, the crazy thing, let me close this out. The crazy thing is last night, some people were messaging me supposedly about like a body that was found way out west down down Sheridan, all the way down the spot. There's like a huge landfill out there. And I would have gone, but I couldn't because it was already too late for me to go out. And I don't know what turned up from it. But let me keep going. Let's keep going. Okay, so Shannon's and Leila's cell phone calls. There's no calls on 728, no calls 727, no calls 726, and then 725, which is where we see the video of the cars and all this stuff. It's pretty much kind of like where everything happened, July 25th. Video messenger chat and Facebook messages in relation to getting together, text. So they were going to get together. Does not believe anywhere. Texts were not exchanged. Sorry. So those video messenger and chat, but there was no text exchange, they believe. Prior to 725, there was video chats between them. Cell tower locations. Shannon supports what is seen on the video. They went to Fort Lauderdale area, beach area, which might be a good area to check out. They went back to Hollywood area, including Walmart and the Race Trac area. That's it. Cell phone tower stays steady and the rest of the evening. So you got to understand too, and I think they're going to get to this later, is Shannon was homeless. Shannon, the dude for sure was homeless. Maybe he stayed at a person's house here and there once in a while. The dude was homeless. And on one of the trips that I went out to on a Sunday with these people, there were some areas we were checking out. We were talking to homeless people. There was one guy, a homeless guy, in this really sketch area that, I mean, we had to jump gates. We had to it was a closed area. We had to go into this place. And we ran into one homeless guy, and he said supposedly that he's seen the guy Shannon, that he knew of him, that supposedly this guy Shannon was a troublemaker, had gotten into a fight with his friend. He gave us a location, like a public location of where he commonly is. And that was it. I don't know what turned up with that. So cell phone towers supports what is seen in the video. They went to the Fort Lauderdale area, beach area. They went to Hollywood area, including Walmart, Race Trac area. That's it. The cell phone towers stay steady in the rest of the evening. 726 movement to 8:30, between 8 a.m. and 8:30 a.m. Shannon uses a tower in the area of the apartment complex. Then Shannon goes to Hollywood Race Trac, Walmart area, then stays in Hollywood area tower. Then the tower in Sunrise area is used. So that might be something that they might be searching, or a place of concern. Lauren DeMolo, that's a story that I'm working on. That is I'm taking notes on that. That's one of my upcoming stories. I'm working on putting information together. And I know there's the internet sleuths that have some circumstantial stuff they believe Shannon may be with that. I'm not so sure of that, but we're going to see where it goes. We're going to see where that goes. But yeah, that's Lauren I'm working on. Yeah, so the Sunrise area, that might be something kind of interesting, something to look into. So on 727, cell phone towers in Hollywood only used. Lauren, cell phone tower location, nothing on 728, nothing on 727, nothing on 726. On 725, Wi-Fi only. Seen Wi-Fi accessed iCloud backup. And I thought this was interesting, right? That it says Wi-Fi access iCloud backup, 11:20 p.m. This is the day that she was last seen. It almost makes me wonder if the person that did this, which we're obviously leading towards Shannon, may have purposely accessed the iCloud to like remove stuff, maybe remove evidence. Maybe he's like, oh, let me try to wipe the iCloud. I don't know. And that area, the racetrack, it's a common area for homeless people too. Like a lot of homeless people hang around there. The homeless people in Hollywood, it's very like in plain sight. Wouldn't the dumpsters be in the back of Walmart? There's dumpsters back there that they can check out. There's the Hollywood. If you saw the video, I don't know if I posted it publicly. There's dumpsters all over Hollywood, and there's a lot of them that's secluded. You can go behind some business somewhere, or there's a lot of warehouse areas. You go back there, you dump something, nobody's gonna look. They come and pick up the trash, it's gone. You know, there's a bunch of areas in Hollywood that they can just get rid of stuff. They had to say Wi-Fi because she wasn't using towers. Okay. That whole area, the racetrack area, the Walmart area, that whole complex, a lot of people go there because there's free Wi-Fi. So people just go there and hang out. All right, we've still got a lot to go. Wow. Yeah, whoever took notes, good job on taking notes on this stuff. So, okay. So we got the Wi-Fi iCloud backup at the racetrack gas station. Her phone was not recovered. Where's her phone? Was that one of the items that he dumped? Any payment forms recovered in the truck or anywhere else? No. No purchases made by her card returned yet. Shannon enters the racetrack after her early afternoon, July 25th, approximately 3 p.m. Not sure if he exits the Lexus. She gets in the driver's seat at Walmart. Driver's seat at Walmart. Okay, so maybe that's where we see that whole video where, let me show you guys again. Not to pause too much, but this whole video, if you remember, we were talking about, she's getting out of the driver's seat here, which I thought was a little strange. And it looks like there's somebody in the passenger, which may have been Shannon, or I don't know. There's stuff moving in that passenger side. I wonder if he purposely made her go in there. I don't know. Like he don't want to be seen, you know. Camden, no indication as to where he was at the time. She enters the racetrack without him. That's what we just saw. On the 28th, interview Shannon, Walmart lot. He tells them that he met with her, went to the beach, initial meeting to purchase the truck for $3,000. He says he had last saw them early morning hours, 2:30 a.m. on the 26th. No Facebook messages about selling a truck. So the truck thing seems to be a lie. That's weird too. That RV is gone. I haven't seen that RV there. I'll go out there tomorrow. You guys want me to check? I got no baby tomorrow. Till maybe Sunday. I'll go out there tomorrow and check. I haven't seen the RV. RV's gone. Damage to driver window broken, initial interaction, no glass, then went out at later time and seen glass. Not sure if associated with her truck. Sunshade hanging down. Forensic work being done in the lab. Shovels in bed of truck had red spots. One shovel, presumptive blood, according to lab. Not yet determined whether non-human or human blood. Sometimes those things can have animal blood or something, you know, so they need to confirm that it's human. I guess they can tell that it's blood, but they want to confirm that it's human blood, you know. Then I guess the DNA and all that stuff takes maybe longer to do. But yeah, I'll go out there tomorrow and check for you guys. Check the RV. Let's see. And you know what? I'm going to open the lines. I have 2 paragraphs left to read, but I'll open the lines if you guys want to call. Somebody wants to call. I'm sure there's maybe details that I missed. Give your opinion on this whole situation. I want to kind of interview like a witchcraft person or just somebody that was in his following to kind of explain some of the situation. I actually have a video clip to show you guys too. I don't know if you saw it or not. The sleuths, the internet sleuth probably saw it, but I'm going to show you an interesting video. Kind of interesting. Type of person he is, maybe. But they confirmed blood on driver's side, rear passenger seat, and head portion. Confirmed blood on driver's side, rear passenger seat, and head portion of seat. Larger than specks of blood, meaning that something happened. Maybe it's blunt force. I don't know. Lab confirmed it is blood, not to determine whether. I guess they need to determine whether human or non-human blood. Isopropyl alcohol recovered from the truck. DNA has not been done yet. Garbage bags in the Lexus. No duct tape in either vehicles. Container of carpet cleaner not found. Powder found on floorboard of both vehicles. What kind of powder is that? That's what I wonder. Bottle of cleaner not completely empty found in Lexus. Presumptive blood in the Lexus found, presumptively confirmed by lab. Driver's seat is where it was found. Front passenger seat of truck, blood was found. This is what I didn't understand either. What do they mean? Swans have been collected, but full analysis has not been done yet. What is swans? Anybody know? What is swans? I thought it was like an acronym or something, and I went online and looked. I didn't see anything for. Are they talking about actual swans, like the bird swans? Do they actually take them for analysis? Do they? I guess because they're eating. Oh, it's swabs. Jesus Christ! All right, swabs. Thank you. The chat to the same. Okay. I literally like Google searched this thing. I was like, what is swabs? What is that? Okay. All right. I was like, Dad, I thought maybe they collected swans and they did some sort of test or something. I was like, damn, that's pretty serious. All right. He has been seen near dumpsters with Lexus 727 around 5 to 8 a.m. Sometime between these hours. Can't tell where he's taking the items from, but appears to be approaching vehicle and dumpster back and forth. I've been there at night at that Walmart. I've been there at night. I was dumping this old toy for my daughter because it was like just I never put it together. I was just tired of it. It was just really big, so I went out there to the Walmart. There's so many dumpsters. You can get rid of whatever you want in Hollywood if you wanted to, you know, without having to go through the whole waiting until the big large pickup comes. I'm surprised he did it at that point though. And let me ask you guys this real quick before we continue. Do you think because I saw people talking in the chat. Do you think this guy's a serial killer or this is his potentially first kill? You know, is this guy? Some people were saying he's not intelligent. Like, I don't know. Is calling this guy a potential serial killer giving him too much credit? You know? Okay. So he's going back and forth with this dumpster, dumping things. He agreed to speak this past Saturday. Interview was recorded, identified his vehicle at apartments, says he was there because of a flat tire, which I wonder about Shannon, right? Because I saw that on his Facebook, he put some check-in about Firestone. Let me tell you, I don't trust any of those check-in things because you don't have to be where you're checking in. You can be anywhere and you're saying you're checking in. Can I pull this up right now? Let me see. Check-in. I don't know if he tried to do that to cover himself. Yeah, maybe he would. Look, maybe he did. I don't know. Something about Firestone, but this was way after the fact. But something about Firestone, 8/13/2020. Maybe he wanted to use that as an alibi. Like I went back to finish the tire, the damage that I had. I don't know. I saw that and I was kind of like, right? Charles Manson seems crazy. You don't have to be smart to be a killer or serial killer. There's been dumb serial killers, but I think they're usually messy though, right? I think with serial killers is usually like organized. They're like in two categories. I'm not an expert on that stuff. There's like organized and unorganized, I think. I think organized are usually the smarter ones. Okay, so he did this interview. He says he had a flat tire. Doesn't show Camden in the car, but shows him leaving the area in which he drives off. Does not show Camden getting out of the car. That's weird, right? Did he drop off Camden to somebody? Is there somebody in the area he dropped off the baby to? And then that person let the baby out? Or did they just not see him on camera and he dumps the baby out? Dumps Camden out. I saw an interesting clip too in one of the Facebook groups where they were looking back at that 50-minute clip, which that 50-minute clip is pretty interesting. We did a reaction to it, but like it's probably worth looking at again because his facial reaction when he talks about Camden, somebody said it like it seems like the only actual true emotion that this guy has. The real emotion. So, risk of flight in danger, 20-year minimum for kidnapping since it's a minor. Oh, you have a background? Yo, you guys should call in, man. Well, I'm almost to the end here. You guys should get lined up. If you want to call in, give your opinion, man, call in, support the channel. You know, if you want to. Well, this is interesting, right? Kidnapping since it's a minor. Kidnapping from minor. That kind of tells me that, and I don't know if maybe they don't have that much on him. I mean, of course, they have the cameras. This guy's the last person to see here. This guy's last involved. And this is probably just used to hold him in there. That's all they need right now to hold him in. They always, not always, but it's very common for people to charge low and slowly build their case and add on. But I just thought it was interesting. There's no charge with her. I mean, I guess they need to get back the DNA results and confirm stuff. You don't want to aim high because you can always go low, hold him in, right? And you can slowly just upgrade your charges. Reminds me of Breonna Taylor Rose Williams. So Shannon, last person to see her, no proof of life. That's big too. Shannon, last person to see her, no proof of life. There was text messages that were leaked out. I mean, you guys call in if you want to give your opinion on this. There were some text messages that were leaked between like the FBI and the mother. Where was it the FBI and the mother? Somebody told her that the Leila's dead or something like that. And then somebody that's associated with the lawyer made a post that I guess deleted. And apparently in the Facebook groups, they call this dirty delete. I didn't know this was a thing until 2 days ago. When you post in the groups, you're not supposed to delete. They call it dirty delete. My first time, I feel like I'm old. I didn't know that. So I guess she did a dirty delete maybe or something. But she said that like this news that Leila's presumed dead, like officially, people knew about this before it was actually official. Like this was being talked about already, you know? I mean, so you guys could share your thoughts on that. PI and the mom. Okay, you guys clarifying. PI and the mom. You know. People ask you to check in, give you a review. Oh, there's 2 calls. Damn. Let's take the calls. Let's take somebody. Let's see here. All right. Let me take 305. We got a Florida caller. 305. Hi, how you doing? Who is this?
Hey, Hey, how you doing, bro? This is DJ Traffic. How you doing, bro?
Oh, good. I didn't know you were in Florida, man. Hey.
Yeah, man, down in Kendall.
Oh, Kendall. Oh, that place is crazy. Cool, man. Thank you for calling.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on all this, man? How you doing?
Bro, I'm doing pretty good, bro. My thoughts. I know you've been sharing ideas ever since this case has started. My personal belief is that within the hours, and this was where the key things crucial. From the last time she was seen to the day of the morning where the child was seen, that's when the incident happened, for sure. I mean, we can't just assume here. The reason why is that we have to go based on actual facts than assumptions.
Okay.
And my other belief is that if you analyze Shannon Ryan's Facebook pictures, especially the picture that he took from that shopping center, you mentioned just a while ago that there was a ping on his phone in Sunrise. That shopping center is in Sunrise.
Really?
So that's the reason why, that shopping center is in Sunrise. I'm going to put it to you like this, so you can have an idea. If the child was all the way down west in Miramar, I know it's like 2 miles and a half from Walmart.
Yeah.
My question is to you. Since the FBI had video surveillance, and I know the video surveillance that we're using was the traffic cameras that are on that street, right off that apartment building. And then they said that they saw him there. That's the only cameras that are in that street, the traffic cameras. That's the reason why I was telling you days ago that they see him coming from the west side from the west part of Miramar, making a right turn towards the apartments, or was he making a left turn?
Right, heading
east.
East, yeah.
Coming east from the Walmart to the apartments. Because if he's coming west, then that gives you more reason of, you know what, coming from the Sunrise area, coming from the west side.
Right.
And Sunrise is more towards the west than towards the east. That's what I'm trying to prove here.
I hear you. Let me ask you something. Do you think like it's possible, man? Like, you think this guy did something in front of the child to the mother? I mean, this is just, hypothesis, just guessing, but like, I mean, I guess we would have to assume that the child was in the area when it happened, because if he's seeing dropped off after, he must have either been there or seen what happened. Like, must have been winning. I mean, that's horrible.
I want to be honest with you. I think the child was in the vehicle and she was outside the vehicle talking to him for some reason. And then within that time, something happened. And the child didn't see anything. He was inside the vehicle.
Wow.
That's the way I think.
Wow. All right. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man.
Not a problem.
Any other final thoughts you want to give? Or
man, my final thoughts, I think, is his first kill based on that other question you mentioned. I think this is his first kill. His reason why is very sloppy. Very, very sloppy.
Yeah, this doesn't, like, I guess, scream sophistication. I mean, he's all on camera. I mean, we don't know where he did the act, but it's all on camera. I mean, he comes out and he does this video kind of pointing the finger at himself in a way.
Pretty much.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks, dude. Appreciate it, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you for calling in. Thank you for the comments. Yeah. All right, man.
Definitely, man. Take care, bro.
Thanks. All right. That was interesting. Let me take 312. And then we just got like a little bit of the paragraph left to read. Let's see here. 312. Hey.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi. This is Cybart Ice, and I was
just
listening to you. Hi.
Thank you for supporting. I know you've been around for a while, so I appreciate it.
I've been watching, and this is a very peculiar case, and at the end of the day, he overly explained himself. You can overly explain yourself and underly explain yourself. To me, just my own opinion, I'm not trying to. He was just way kind of trying to fool people out. He had too much of a story there and then. He overly exaggerated everything. I was just like, what? This guy is just, his imagination is unbelievable. I truly think that he connected with her on Facebook. Maybe he had some connection with her prior, but he over exaggerated that. Made her out to be, a reckless mother, yada yada. It just he really bashed her as a woman. I didn't like that. He was trying to be all kind of friendly with people as he was talking on Facebook, but when he started to bash her as a woman, and she didn't look after her kid, and she'd run away with different men and whatever, I just really started to look at him in a different light. Especially, when he was making himself out to be this, enlightened person.
Right.
But he really was on the dark side, I felt. Do you hear me on that, Ike?
Yeah, I hear you. I'm listening. Yeah.
And as well as that, he had way too many excuses, and he was just dodging every bullet. I'm just saying, myself, I think he is guilty. I think he is, Jesus, he has an anger problem. And it's serious, because when he turns, because he spoke about his cat, his main cat, or his coon cat. And he was serious about that. And it just like, every time I watched him, it was just this, just an angry motherfucker. He was just really angry. And that scared me, because he looked like a guy that would see the light sometimes, but then he'd turn really dark. I think he'd be the type of guy that would turn on you in a second. And it's worrying to me that maybe he kind of liked her. Maybe he was attracted to her in some way or whatever, and she pushed away and was like, fuck this, whatever. And he turned on her. And he's the type of guy, to me, just the impression was just like he would turn on her.
True, Christine. True. Yeah. Thank you. Appreciate that. Any other thoughts?
1 second. Yeah, 1 sec.
Welcome to the live stream. Hey, Ray.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hey, yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes. Also, I just feel that it would be. I just feel like her flowery bell bottoms that were disappeared that time. She was seen on the video with her bell bottoms. He seriously, he's connected to that, and I don't want to lay accusations, but he's guilty as F.
I'll do it. You want me to do it? I'll lay accusations. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Well, thank you for calling. I appreciate that.
All right.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye. All right, cool. So let me read some more of this. I have a video I want to show you. We can also, if you guys want, after that we're done looking at the rest of that document, there's like some sort of satanic calendar thing. And this is where some of the, connections of people kind of, all these words in here will probably get the video demonetized, but whatever. Who cares, right? But July 25th, gathering of herbs. July 27th, which is kind of interesting. Grand climax, 5 weeks, 1 day. Human sacrifice, specifically the vaginal. Female child or adult. I don't know. This is the occult stuff. I don't know anything about this. If somebody wants to call in, I wouldn't mind doing a video within somebody that knows about this stuff, that's into that kind of stuff, just to kind of, I'm not into all that stuff. I think that these people prey on vulnerable people, vulnerable women. So we left off here. Shannon was the last person to see her. No proof of life. Quiet, no activity on cards. I'm not sure what that means. Quiet, no activity on cards. Time frame coincides with him being with the child and when child was dropped off. Cell site placed him in that location, and videos consistent with him leaving and returning during that time frame. Ice, look at the dates. Lauren went missing as well. Yeah, I hear some people making some connections on that. I am gonna try to like maybe pull that together and see, because it lines up with something on a calendar, I think, right, or something. Cell site placed him in that location, and videos consistent with him leaving and returning during that time frame. He says he was there at the time the child was abandoned, examining a nail in his tire. So he says his story is that he went over there right where this child is found. We'll just say it's magical coincidence by the, he just happens to be there in that time, that day, that time where Camden's dropped off, right? That's what we're supposed to believe. The facts are strong in this case. Leila getting into the sedan with other men is not correct. He lied to police as to where she went on the last day she was seen. He purchased bags, tape, etc. the day the child was found, blood in cars and shovels. And this is what I wanted to ask you too, guys. Like, I mean, it's really hard to say, but the trash and the stuff, I mean, is it likely that you guys think, the people that have been really following this, that she could be in, like, she was dumped, like, not trying to be disrespectful, but like, was she, discarded of in the dumpster, or was it dumpster just to get rid of physical clothes, whatever, and then the shovels? Because the thing is, what are the shovels for? It's got to be for burying stuff, right? Or she buried somewhere? No, she was buried. Defendant tried to sell truck after child was abandoned. Right? This guy, an animal. I gotta try to be nice for YouTube, but an animal. I have a lot of words for these type of people. I've had videos I've had to take down, but I'm trying to be on my like Zen stuff, trying to be nicer. Not that they deserve niceness. Blood in cars and shovels. Defendant tried to sell truck after child was abandoned and after she went missing. Defendant trying to distance himself from the situation. I got confused with what this person was trying to say. He is which no ties to Florida other than girlfriend and used her debit card. And who was the debit card that he used? Was this the Christina person? And here's the other question that I had to ask you guys, that I'm asking for the people in the chat. Do you think this guy did this alone, or did he have help? Right? Is there somebody else out there that's involved in this, or is it just Shannon? And yeah, I don't believe that truck is worth $3,000. There's no way in hell. 1,000 maybe, if that. All signs from the mediums point to mud and water area, and there's a lot of that here in Florida, if that's where she's at. I mean, I've heard that. Well, I don't know if I should say that. I'm not sure if it matters or not. Christina is in hospital. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the Yuki one. Yuki. But if she's in the hospital, she can't really be involved, right? Defendant trying to distance himself from the situation. Used the girlfriend's debit card. Card isn't registered to him. Has Ohio, maybe they're talking about car. The writing in here is a little confusing. Has Ohio tags. He is homeless, 1,000% homeless. No stable residence. Extensive criminal history, which he told himself. Multiple drug charges. He has admitted to a drug addiction. So a lot of people saw Shannon doing like all this bouncing around. He's very animated and stuff. A lot of people were saying he's probably on something. I think it was all him. He's had two main women in his life that I can think of. The Tiffany chick that they talk about and Christina. But the Tiffany one, it seems like he had a falling out. I had messages somewhere. It seems like they had some sort of falling out. He is full of smoking screens. He probably used dumpsters and buried her. I still think he had help. The child cries would have brought attention to him. So in August 2003, Shannon had a failure to appear in court, and this was a fairly less significant charge. He didn't show. Just released from parole 1 year ago, left several times, went to Texas. So the guy seems like he travels a lot. She says he was on the way to Alabama when he was arrested. I wonder if he had plans to do this in Alabama. Been committing crimes, to court, no bank account, and makes $3,000 a month, and it's linked to his girlfriend's bank account. They retain him. Ryan failed to appear because of mistake on bail bondsman. Informed court it was cleared up. No further argument at this time. From Shannon. Judge, dangerous in this matter. No eyewitness to kidnapping. Strong circumstantial case. He is a risk or a flight. No ties. Used girlfriend's debit card while she was in the hospital. Court finds danger to community. Probable cause to believe defendant has committed crime and case will be bound over to grand jury. So I guess that means no bail, right? I personally think a female helped talk her into coming to Florida. Yeah, he seems like he has a lot of followers. I'm going to show you guys a video. It seems like he has a lot of followers, and a lot of these women coerced other women, it seemed like. No bail. Okay, no bail, no bail. I thought the sacrifice of a child was more important than a grown adult. This, to me, is more about the adult and trying to influence her. They can't find anyone else she had contact with in Florida besides Shannon. Well, let me show you guys. There's one other video I wanted to show you. If anybody wants to call in, feel free to call in. How do I put this up? If you want to call in. If somebody from the occult, somebody in the dark magics, let's get an apprentice. Why can't we get an apprentice of Shannon to call in? Call in an apprentice. Let's get an apprentice. You can be anonymous if you want. By the way, if you guys don't mind, hit the like button and share. I appreciate you guys being here. Did they check the Everglades? I don't know. I don't know if his pings checked out to the Everglades. He mentioned Everglades a lot. It almost seemed like he purposely did that to throw people off. His goddess is in the hospital. I guess so. I guess the magic didn't work. Elsie sacrificed herself for KA. Oh yeah, there was a thing with that. This video, I thought it was kind of ironic that well, if I showed you guys the
new video today of the suspect.
Shannon was wearing a mask here. Maybe Shannon didn't have much of a choice. And Shannon doesn't really like the mask thing. I don't know if you guys saw this video where he goes on a little bit of a rant about masks on his Facebook. I'm sure the Facebook people saw this. Maybe the YouTube people didn't see this. The tarot cards, the magic people, the hocus pocus.
Greetings, family. I hope everyone is enjoying their vibrations today.
He knows
with
where
another
she's at.
Beautiful frequency. I just got done with my workout, and I've really been going over some things with myself mentally. You know, we live in a world where it seems like everything is speeding toward chaos right now. There's a lot of chaos or chaotic actions out in the world. And I'm feeling this frequency. I'm feeling this frequency right now, and I really want to speak on it. Because now there seems to be an issue with people wearing masks and not wearing masks, and people saying something to people who are not wearing masks. I kind of want to touch on that because we got to recognize that people be in their own right. Like I'm standing in my own right now, my own sovereignty, that I don't want to wear a mask. Like that's my God conscious choice. I'm consciously choosing not to wear a mask. Now, if I go in the store or something, let's talk about that. If I go in the store that's owned by a company and they're actually requiring people to wear masks, I'll put one on because I just want to go in this store and I want to come out and I don't want nobody to say anything to me. But now you got to recognize that in some places, people are not wearing masks all the time. So a person might accidentally walk in the store. Now, this is what we got to touch bases on. So now, this is where people are stepping out of place at. Let's just say you work at McDonald's. or let's just say you work at Walmart. Okay, you are an employee of a company. You work for a company. Now that company has policies that say I need to wear a mask on. But this ain't your motherfucking company. You work for McDonald's or you work at Walmart. So when you address me, you shouldn't address me, sir, you need to put, no, that's not how you're going to talk to me because you're just a normal, everyday motherfucking person.
There ain't nothing to this guy. This guy's on top of the world. Who the F are you? That's his mindset.
You're not God. You don't have no authority because you work at Walmart to talk to me like you motherfucking crazy. That's first of all. Now, for the normal, everyday people who just happen to be out shopping. Yesterday, I'm in the store. And I'm getting my morning coffee before I get ready to go into meditation. So when I get my coffee, I'm standing in line. And so, I unconsciously pull down my mask a little bit to sip my coffee. So while I'm sipping on my coffee, there's a guy that has walked in the store and he's standing in front of me. And so now he turns around and he says, "Excuse me, sir, I really think you should consider putting back on your mask." And this is before he could finish. I said, "Excuse me, sir, I think you should really consider shutting the fuck up talking to me." And he said, "Oh, no, sir, I think you really should." And I said, "No, I think you should consider shutting the fuck up talking to me." And then he goes, "Sir, I think if you would just listen." And I said, I think if you'll just listen, you'll understand that warning comes before destruction. And he politely turned around and went back to minding his own motherfucking business. Because see, when you're just a normal person, you don't know who the next person is. You don't know who you're talking to. You don't know who you offended. You don't know what they're capable of. You're just an ordinary, everyday motherfucker, and you take it upon yourself to step out of your place and address me, and you don't even fucking know me. Just like I don't know you. So I don't have a right or an authority to address you or to tell you anything. Because you're watching something on the news, because you're watching something the government said or something that the government officials has passed down, it does not give you a right to step to me and tell me what they said or what we should be doing or what the law is, because I don't give no fuck. If the police come up to me, I'm going to inform them of my motherfucking right, because I got rights here. And I got a right for an ordinary, everyday, normal motherfucker not to come in my face. And if you come in my face, then you're going to take whatever comes out my mouth, because I got freedom of speech. So I'm going to call you bitches, hoes, motherfucker, dumbass, sleep, shit, whatever comes out my mouth when you step out your place to tell me how you feel about me not wearing a mask.
Bro, these crazy ass people with the mask situation, man. So I try to stay indoors right now. Crazy ass people. Let me take this call. We have 213, and then we'll finish this video. 213. Hey, how you doing?
How you doing, sweetie?
Good. Who is this?
Okay, so now
this is
Tanya.
Tanya. Oh, hey,
Oh, yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate it. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Happy Friday, everyone.
Happy Friday.
Yeah, this is psychotic. I mean, this dude is crazy. He has 37,000 followers on Facebook, and I believe he killed the chick and threw in the Everglades. I mean, he kind of admitted it with that long rant, and everything was about, "Oh, FBI, you're watching me." I mean, you could tell he was guilty. He told on himself.
Right.
And I'm just glad he didn't get bail today. And I think that they're never going to find the body because he threw it in the Everglades, but I think they got enough circumstantial evidence to lock him up for a long time.
Yeah, they might have to tie him up on circumstantial, because I was wondering too, like, I don't know how the whole process is with like a landfill thing, because it had been weeks. So if a person if it was potentially done, if that was the case, which it's probably should be buried or tossed her somewhere, but if that's the case, if it's been weeks, it's got to be really hard to find somebody in a landfill.
He kept saying the Everglades like several times. They were supposed to go to the Everglades. I mean, I believe that's where he threw her body at. You're not going to find her. They threw all the bodies in the Everglades in Florida.
I heard somebody say that.
That's been a long thing, because the alligators are going to eat you up. That you're never going to find a trace. He threw her cell phone in there and her body, because the FBI today said there's no trace of her cell phone.
Wow.
That has never been recovered. So this witch knew what he was doing.
Do you think that this is his first kill? Like, do you think it's his first situation?
Absolutely not. You can tell that he's a narcissist, a control freak. You can just tell this dude is deranged. And plus, he smokes a lot of weed. Okay, she did something to piss him off, but the only thing that he did that was righteous, he dumped that baby out at that apartment. He didn't want to kill a child. So even the worst criminal has some kind of compassion. He didn't want to kill that little boy. So that's why he dumped him out barefooted and all at that apartment complex. They pinned his car there. They've got that on surveillance. They pinned his phone at the time that kid was dropped off. At least he let the little boy live. I'm grateful for that.
Right.
Because he could have threw him in the Everglades, the little boy, but something in his heart wouldn't let him do that.
I also wondered
So
too if like she denied him. It seemed like he had. I don't know if that past stuff with her was accurate or not, but maybe she denied him. He probably, somebody like him with that ego and all that stuff probably can't handle
exactly.
Rejecting
She didn't want him exactly. He couldn't deal with the rejection. She didn't want to be down there being Mrs. Witchy Poo. She didn't want to help him build his enterprise. Okay, but the other thing, he had a chick that he was going to see in the hospital where he had her mind for a minute. So he had the chick in the hospital who he was pimping, and then this 21-year he got her down there. There's no record of no sell. She didn't come down there to sell him no car. $3,000. If you got $3,000 to give her, why are you sleeping outdoors?
Right.
If you got $3,000 to give her, you didn't have enough $3,000 to give her. That's the most asinine story. If you got 3 G's, why is your bumper messed up on the Lexus? Right. Why are you sleeping outdoors? Why aren't you in a hotel? But you got $3,000 to give her to buy a truck. Stop the madness. I mean, you can tell he's a psychopath, and he really thought that he was convincing someone with this story. And you've got people on his Facebook that said he's innocent.
That is so crazy, man.
Look on his Facebook. You got his cronies saying he's innocent. They're like, he wouldn't hurt a fly. There's someone else who did it. He's telling the truth. It's unbelievable because he's had clients for years, and they are standing by this killer.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
that's insane. It's insane. I mean, I'm thinking I guess he picks on the vulnerable, people in hard situations. I guess he's some sort of a smooth talker, or maybe he just offers fake things. I mean, and he has a following. He has a big following, and it's just kind of crazy how brainwashed some people are.
Yeah, I went to his Facebook page and I just couldn't believe how the clients that he's had for years and people who he's been teaching for years. I mean, this he didn't come out of the crib. He's been doing this for years. But his connection with this young girl, she, obviously she was disobedient. I mean, he was looking for chloroform. That's another thing they found out. I mean, it's like, why would you be looking for those? Why would you even be looking for trash bags, all these different things, duct tape, if you didn't commit a crime? Who goes out and looks for duct tape or goes online to search for when are they going to come check the dumpster? Who does that?
I didn't even know that you could make apparently that's a thing. I guess you can make chloroform
I didn't know that
with
either.
Alcohol and bleach. I gotta look.
I didn't. Well, that's what he was researching. I'm not going to research no chloroform on my phone.
Hey, we're looking at it right now.
I mean, somebody in your family, something happens, and then that's on your search on your phone. You did it. No. See, people forget anything you do on your cell phone. No matter if you delete it, it stays forever. My uncle is a system analyst. He told me this over 20 years ago. Never put anything on the internet or on your phone. It's not private. It never goes away.
These companies,
even burner phones. You already heard what was the Sweetie Pies? They busted him, and those were burner phones. Burner phones are not supposed to be traceable. It's all traceable.
Yeah, no, and the incognito mode and all that stuff. None of that stuff. It's all
no
BS.
Private. People don't get it.
They're tracking all that.
You have no everything's tracked. You have no privacy. Period.
Yep.
Anything you do on the phone, computers, it's a wrap. If you're doing some crime, you really don't want to use those devices. You better go old school, like the old gangsters. They never used technology.
Right.
They were doing criminal stuff. They never did that. They had sign languages because it's a wrap. You're not going to get away with it. It's too many surveillance cameras. You're not going to get away with the crime. Give it up.
Right.
It's not worth it.
Well, thank you so much. I appreciate you calling.
Thank you.
Enjoy your call.
Thank you. Have a beautiful Friday.
You too. Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye. I like that caller. She's nice. So somebody asked in the chat about the picture. I just wanted to show this. This has nothing to do with the case, right? But the last Sunday I was out there with some people. This is the Walmart. This crap was out there. This piece of junk, bro. We knocked on the door. I mean, who leaves something like this? Is somebody homeless living out of there? I don't know. This was in that same Walmart parking lot just this Sunday. I meant to go back out because I wanted to go back and see if this thing was there. I mean, I'm sure they're keeping an eye on things now, but you could drop off all kinds of things in this Walmart, and in a normal situation, these people wouldn't notice. You can go out there and live. People probably wouldn't know that. That's probably why this guy, Shannon, chose a place like this. This was just Sunday. This little thing right here, it was like full of fluid. I don't know what this thing is, some sort of contraption, maybe to collect the rainwater, and then you're going to have the condensation effect, and then you're going to drink it or something. Or is that urine and you want it to condensate? I don't know. But super sketch. That's the kind of crap you see out there in this area. Like, everything to me out there, it's like in plain sight. So if you're not really looking, you'll just drive by this, maybe not see anything. Maybe you're not paying attention. Maybe you're on your phone. Oh, and by the way, apparently you can create some sort of mixing bleach and rubbing alcohol can create chloroform, which can damage your liver. I didn't know that until this whole situation with Shannon. Shannon's mind apparently was there already. Hydrogen peroxide and vinegar can make peracetic acid. I didn't know about this either. It's highly unsafe and corrosive. Did it stink? They said that there was a smell to the car. The people I was with, it wasn't a smell of like decomposition or anything. It was like I don't know. It was like a smell, but I don't know what kind of smell. It was just like dirty. I don't know. You know. They did like talk to the Walmart manager, and the Walmart manager said that the FBI had been out there and spoke to them, but that they're not allowed to speak to the public, so they weren't saying anything besides that. And they also said supposedly that they'll keep an eye on the vehicle because we let them know about the vehicle, and they were just like, yeah, it probably won't be there after 24 hours. I think they're keeping an eye on things more, but on a normal basis, when that place is open 24 hours, that's like the hangout spot for all kinds of shady ass people.
You're going to take what comes with it. So remember your place, that you are only responsible for yourself. You only have authority of yourself. And once you think that you got authority over a God, a witch, I'm going to correct you and I'm going to put you back in your place. And if you don't like what I'm saying, ooh, these magical hands. Because I ain't got to touch you physically. To put hands on the witch is worse than putting hands on someone that got corona. Because you don't want to catch these hexes and curses, because I ain't motherfucking playing. I'm not your everyday normal motherfucker. So don't try to address me like I am. We all going to stay in our place, and I'm going to stay in mine. When I go places, I don't talk.
Yeah,
I don't
Joe,
play,
you gotta be careful. Some of those things you mix together. Yeah, you could. I mixed something the other day. I was cleaning. It was this vinegar and like it was a vinegar with lemon, and then I mixed it with some like bleach product or something. I had a headache for a couple hours. I was like, damn, maybe I shouldn't mix this shit. I don't know what I'm doing with this cleaning stuff. You know. Mixing bleach with any other chemicals is dangerous. I've seen people almost die trying to clean with bleach and other products. Damn.
Your friend. So when you see me there and I'm minding my business, you mind yours. If I ain't got the mask on, I decided not to wear it today.
Right, I believe that.
Go get someone that's going to make me put it on. That's what I want to say today. Because I know I ain't the only person in this frequency. I got an immune system. So it's my God-given right, if I want to catch corona, to let my immune system fight that bitch off. And if you want to put on a mask, then put on a mask. What the fuck did that got to do with me? I don't care if you wear a mask or not. Let's try that. See, I'm in my peace right now. I'm in my harmony right now.
This is your peace? Like, what kind of peace is this? By the way, Joel, thank you so much. I appreciate the donation. Sincerely appreciate what you do, brother. Thank you. Appreciate that. What kind of peace is this guy living in? That's what I want to know. Like, what kind of peace is this? What kind of serenity is this? I really think this guy looks for empty people or people going through hardships in their life. Maybe 6 people online. You know, people going through hardships, I guess they're like looking. I get it, right? You know, like praying and stuff. And I mean, I pray. And you're going through some hardships. There's been tough times I've been through. So if you run into the wrong person, like this kind of person, and that's why I think fathers are really so important. in their daughters' lives, or not just daughters, really their sons, their families' lives, the kids' lives. Really important because you have people like this that like it's like they can sniff it, like they just sense it. Somebody that's going through something. Oh, and by the way, there were some people telling me about the whole dating site. There was 2 dating sites that were pulled up that she may have been. I don't know what's up with that. Was she really on a dating site or not? There was a website, I think it was True Crime Society or True Crime something, that had information about the website thing. Oh, somebody's here too. Let me take this call. 786. Let's take 786. Call in. 786. Hey, how you doing?
Hello.
Hey, who is this?
I just have a couple of things that, sorry, I had to like mute my computer. I had a couple of things that I wanted to mention.
Okay.
Number one, when he dropped off Cam, he did those searches after he dropped him off. So I'm just wondering, that must mean she was alive at that moment. So where was she?
So say that again. When he dropped off Cam.
After he dropped off Cam, he went back to the Walmart parking lot,
right,
and then he did those searches, right? So she must have still been at that moment. Because why would he search for the whole thing about chloroform if she's already dead?
Well, I mean, he could have had her somewhere, or she could have been in the car already deceased. I don't know. So, I mean, some people are actually agreeing with you, though. Some people, I mean, it's exactly what the caller is saying. So you think it's possible she was alive?
Right. That's why I'm just wondering, where was she, though, at that time? You know, did he have her tied up, or, you know what I mean?
Right.
So other things, if she had a tarp in the back of her truck, I'm wondering, did she have all her belongings? Did she intend on moving here? Did he promise her something and she planned on moving here and then found out it's not what he had promised her?
Right.
And then another thing I'm wondering is, that girl Christine had her PayPal link on her Facebook.
Yeah, she removed it, right? Or
did they check her PayPal? Was there any payments to her by Leila?
That's a good question. Yeah, I don't know.
Well, these are just a few things that I'm like wondering.
That's a good point, because it does seem like he did his transactions through her accounts or whatever. It seemed like he didn't have anything, according to what we've been reading.
And that's all. She's got to know something. She's got to. There's no way. And even before we knew that he did something, and when people were posting about her on his page, she would like laugh at the comments.
Really?
About Leila. Like, you know, when you, instead of liking it, you just put the laughing face. She would like laugh about things.
Oh,
so I just feel like she knows. I feel like she knows something. That's all I wanted to say.
And let me ask your thoughts on something else. Do you think this was a solo job from everything that you've heard, or you think maybe he had help? You're just guessing.
I kind of feel like it was just him. I could be wrong, but I just feel like his girlfriend knew about it. Maybe his girlfriend communicated with her, like somebody said, maybe convinced her to come down. Because remember, he even like mentioned her in that post that he deleted her from.
Right.
So this girl already knew about her, because they were both in that same post.
Yeah, he did remove her. I have the post. He did delete her from this post that I have the picture here.
And the very first person he mentions in that post is that girl Christina, but he called her, you know, her Facebook name, Yuki. I'm not going to say the last one, but the last name. But so I just feel like she was in on it. Even though she's in the hospital, she could have been in communication with Leila. She could have helped him convince her, whatever they convinced her of, you know.
Mary said that you have the times mixed up. I'm trying to look at which comment she's talking about. No, chloroform search was 7 hours prior to drop off. Garbage pickup was 5 hours after.
Okay, I thought that he dropped her off and then they said that he returned to the Walmart parking lot and made those searches. That's what I thought.
All right, we'll double check on that then.
I could be wrong.
Yeah, we'll double check. We'll clarify that. Thank you, though, for bringing that up.
Yeah, not a problem.
All right, thanks. Appreciate your call. All right.
All right.
Bye. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate that, too, for bringing that up. We'll have to double check that. Let me play the rest of the video. I've been dragging this. Oh, I closed it out. Oops, my bad. Where's Shannon at? Shannon.
To me, I'm going to inform them of my motherfucking right, because I got rights here. And I got a right for an ordinary, everyday, normal motherfucker not to come in my face. And if you come in my face, then you're going to take whatever comes out my mouth because I got freedom of speech. So I'm going to call you bitches, hoes, motherfucker, dumbass, sleep, sheep, whatever comes out my mouth when you step out your place to tell me how you feel about me not wearing a mask. You're going to take what comes with it. So remember your place that you are only responsible for yourself. You only have authority of yourself. And once you think that you got authority over a God, a witch, I'm going to correct you and I'm going to put you back in your place. And if you don't like what I'm saying, ooh, these magical hands.
Dude is nuts, man. Dude is nuts. Do you guys think he also lied about about her living with him at some point? That's a good question. I think this guy potentially mixed lies with truth. You know, it's hard to really discern which is true and what's not. The guy definitely, I think, knew her. For sure knew her. Can chloroform be detected if used on someone? I don't know. I might have to search that up. I'll have to Google that up. Chloroform was used at 1 a.m. and garbage time was 12 p.m. See, Mary, this is why you're important if you got the times. High as a kite. There's no evidence. See, Jessica says there's no evidence they knew or talked to each other before they video chatted on the 25th. But from the notes that I was sent, again, I didn't listen in on the call. The notes that I was sent, it says that she was a potential apprentice. She might have been let me see, where is it at? Okay, it says here, I mean, I don't know the time frame. Messages in the messenger with him consist of her travel, her being an apprentice of his, meaning relation to teaching of witchcraft field. Leila may have practiced witchcraft, some, but can't definitively say. So we don't know, but important. That's why you should call in and break down the times if you want. If you want, before we get off, because we're about to get off soon. We hit the hour mark. Stacy said, by no means am I defending why that's Yushi, whatever, and Christina, but I just want to know how the hell anyone justifies her helping when she has a body that's rejecting her heart. That's true. She's in the hospital, right? She has cancer and he is hooked up to a couple of dozen tubes out of her body. That's a good point.
Because I ain't got to touch you physically. To put hands on the witch is worse than putting hands on someone that got corona. Because you don't want to catch these hexes and curses. Because I ain't motherfucking playing. I'm not your everyday normal motherfucker. So don't try to address me like I am. We all going to stay in our place. And I'm going to stay in mine. When I go places, I don't talk, I don't play, and I'm not your friend. So when you see me there and I'm minding my business, you mind yours. If I ain't got the mask on, I decided not to wear it today. Go get someone that's going to make me put it on. That's what I want to say today. Because I know I ain't the only person in this frequency.
Pamela says here, supposedly, yes, but he stated in January 2019 he met Leila. That's a lie. He was in prison then.
I got an immune system. So it's my God-given right, if I want to catch corona, to let my immune system fight that bitch off. And if you want to put on a mask, then put on a mask. God. What the fuck did that got to do with me? I don't care if you wear a mask or not. Let's try that. See, I'm in my peace right now.
Shit.
I'm in my harmony right now. But I'll turn up in a minute. You take this and this meditation and this peace, love, and light the wrong way, and you're going to meet a horrible ending because I'm not the motherfucker to play with. You can go get the police, you can go get the government. I don't care. I don't bite my tongue, and I don't back down from nobody. Please, people, let's stay in our own frequency. Let's realize the only person or the only thing that you got authority over is yourself. And that's what I'm standing in right now. I got authority over myself. So I don't give a fuck what another person is doing or is not doing or is applying or is not applying. I'm in a God frequency right now. Y'all excuse me while I get ready to go off in a meditation and reach my state of peace. I just wanted to vent. Sometimes we got to vent. Sometimes we got to just let our frustration go. This is a real frustrating time. And this is honestly how I'm feeling. I'm tired of hearing about your masks. I'm tired of hearing people say, oh, sir, you should have on your mask. Or, oh, you should have social distancing. Or, oh, you can't go. Man, listen. I'm living in nature right now. Y'all see this? Y'all see?
And the ironic thing, if you saw the clip from the beginning, he's not in freedom, he's not in nature, and he's walking in a mask. Isn't that crazy?
My environment.
I'm out in the woods and forests and meadows every day. I don't give a fuck about all that shit. I don't watch TV. I don't watch the news. I don't know if the economy's open or closed. I don't know. I don't know. I see people.
Does anybody know where Shannon is originally from? I have no idea. They've been all over the place.
People that are afraid right now. I don't know what you're afraid of. But you know, we all live in our own universe. I appreciate y'all letting me rant today. You know, I just wanted to get some things off my chest, but new frequency. I enjoyed y'all. Talk to you soon.
Damn, man. Doing off, man. I think Gianna sent me this, if I'm saying it right. Adept Chambers is his one of his pages, right? They do the cost of a spiritual guidance session is $100. With me is $100. The session lasts as long as it takes to unravel the energies blocking your spiritual development. I use the occult arts, divination techniques, divine tools associated with the tarot, the oracles, the pendulums, crystal scurrying, and channeling. The type of spread I use are determined by nature of your problem. Channeling your divine gifts, past life, soul healing, married hearts, blah, 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 blah. Bunch of bullshit. And services we're looking at number, I think that's number 2 and number 3. The cost of enrollment in any of my mentorships pertaining to the crafts and occult practices, Kemetic, Kundalini, chakra, meditation, occult tarot, tantra, sex magic. What's sex magic? Is that something I don't know about? I'm a very shy person. Okay, that's cool, Mary. I appreciate you though joining and chatting and giving the correct information. That's cool. Channeling, witchcraft, Kemetic, $500 a month. Damn. This is a closed circle. Who's in the closed circle? Everyone's money is accepted. And yada, yada, yada. The prices of a spiritual work, ritual, love, or hexes vary depending on the nature of the work. Prices range from $1,500 to $10,000, 10 racks, 10K. All work guaranteed. I'll personally come get your demons, but there actually has to be some type of spiritual entity, astral being, or actual phenomenon taking place. The price it takes me to get you and how long it takes. I don't know. I'm not even sure I really care about this stuff, but yeah, Mama said he wouldn't hurt a fly. Mama said he's a good boy. He's a good guy. He's innocent. The price for a course of the occult. Oh, we just read this, right? $500 for 5 private and 1 class. Guy's been hustling. I wonder how much he's made over the years. I think I have the Mama article here. Let me see if I can pull it up, and then we'll end off what Mama had to say. Weird FB posts. Shannon's mom. Oh, no, that's not what his mother had to say. But we can read this, and then if I could find the mother's post, we'll get to it. Somewhere here. Shannon's ritual videos. 500K. Court documents. I don't know if I have the mother's thing. Oh, yeah, I do have the mother's thing. Let's read about his mama first. Let's read his mama's thing first. So this was an interview with the Sun Sentinel. Oh, it looks like crap. The Sun Sentinel. She said, "There's no way my son was involved in kidnapping." Should I do that, or is that messed up? Maybe I shouldn't do the voice. Shannon is not evil. No evil, violent person, she said Monday from her Alabama home. Shannon loves every living thing around him. My son ain't kidnapped no child. That's a bunch of bull. He's not that type of person. He would not harm anyone. Ryan did not move to South Florida, but would travel back and forth from Alabama to do psychic readings, according to his mother, who requested that her name not be used. He'd stay with a friend or at a motel, wherever he could stay. She declined to give details about her son and his life, which I'm actually kind of curious what kind of life this guy had growing up. The video where he's talking about his feeling better when he was in prison is very sexual undertoned. Oh, I heard he's gender fluid or something. Like he doesn't mind, you know. My son would not hurt oh, wow. My son would not hurt a flea or a fly. She said, there's no way I believe he would do anything to anybody. He's not that kind of person. He's a good boy. His mama called me today and told me he had been arrested. Sawyer said from his home in Marion, Alabama. Only thing I can say, it's hard for me to believe he kidnapped anyone. I didn't think he was capable of doing that. His mama called me, been arrested. I've known him 30-something years, said Sawyer, who's had a long-time relationship with Ryan's mother. I haven't seen him in a little while. Last saw him a month or two ago. Ryan had been living with his mother in Sprout, just northeast of Marion. At some point, he might have moved to Muscle Shoals, Alabama. I don't really know what he does, but he travels around. He goes everywhere. I didn't even know Shannon was in Florida. Now, what did Shannon have to say about his mama? Right? Well, what Shannon had to say. Please don't worry about them putting a spell on you. They need your DNA. It's all bullshit. I just blocked my own mother on Facebook. So when I say I don't have time for someone else to pour or force their toxicity onto me, I'm not playing. I don't give a F who it is. I'm in heaven right now, chilling on the beaches and meditating under the stars. Don't take me to your personal hell when I'm in my own personal heaven. No F's given. If you aren't contributing to these peaceful vibrations, please peace the F out of my life. Time to turn up. New levels. F it. Call me Melchizedek from out of the Bible, Hebrews 7:3, whatever that is. Without mother and without father, God, I'm cutting ties with my whole blood. My spirit guide's been told me to stop effing with my ancestors. I don't know, but that's the gist. I blocked my own mama. I feel sorry for the Lord that has to defend him. Could be some clout though. Albanian says any mother worth a darn will defend her child. Yeah, that's true. You can't that's what a mother's gonna do. I understand that. I don't blame the parents when things like this happen, in my opinion. Oh, that's a whole nother topic we could get into that we won't do now, but it is a interesting topic. He threatened to put a mass hex on everyone who commented that he hurt Leila. Oh, damn. Those people better watch out. No lawyer. Oh, yeah. Public defender. He brought more light and allegations to the case this morning. He dug the hole deeper for Shannon. Oh, the public defender did? Not the public defender, the other person? I don't know. She's not his first victim. He was on his way to confident, thinking he was going to get by with it again. Some people think he's a possible serial killer. Some people think that this is this guy's first potential kill. Close all this out. I just mentioned this. I fear the day that baby ever does see his pick in the future and have to relive the memories of what he may have seen this monster do to his mommy. I wonder what kind of life he had. It seems like Camden may have not had stability. I don't know. We don't know, I guess, but all right, DJ, man, appreciate you, bro. We're about to get off here. Information 101, call in and tell us more. Join the panel. We want to hear. Yeah, who's Information 101? Or who's that? Or are you just saying Somebody wants to call in, you can call in. Last call to call. If anybody wants to share anything else before we call it a night. I think he's an opportunist criminal. He found something that worked to traffic vulnerable women to him that wants something to believe in a way to earn money under the table. I wonder if that stuff on video was a facade or was that really him all the time? Oh man, I saw a comment earlier today that I won't be able to find it. It kind of cracked me up. The people are going in. On Shannon's page, on the last post that's visible, people are going in. This was his last post. Get as many black stones and crystals as you can and keep them placed in your windowsill and the four corners of your house. Bury some shallow in your yard in front of your front door and back door. Make sure you activate your palm chakras and then sit in meditation with the stones in your hands. Communicate to the spirit of the stones while in meditation what their purpose is. Program the energy with the protection intent. Then bury the stones. Trust me, if you get this right, F5G. He's one of the 5G people. That's another topic we won't get into. But 987 comments. So much for us being Mughals. Since you are the semen expert, maybe you can let all the other inmates know how much water that they are lacking after they have their way. You are a goddess after all. The whole Mughals thing, Steph, what's up? Long time, man. I thought maybe the virus got you. The whole Mughals thing, I didn't know that was a Harry Potter thing. Mughals. I never watched Harry. I don't think, maybe I watched one Harry Potter. So he's using Harry Potter references. Mughals. Is that a Harry Potter thing? Yeah, it's a Harry Potter reference. Mughal. Guess you forgot to cover all your windows with the stones because the marshals got you. Don't worry, Bubba. Don't worry, Bubba. Gonna have you activating your palm chakra all night. I don't know. People going in. Yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for joining me. I really appreciate the support. We had 279 people here between YouTube and Facebook. We actually had 300 and plus at one point. But thank you. I really appreciate it. Hit like, subscribe. What's his FB name? You can look him up on Facebook, Shannon Ryan. And then he has other pages. CEO of the Kundalini Chakra. So that one has 4,500 likes. He's the owner of Adept Chambers, owner of Divine Tantric, which has 11,000 likes. Magnetic Kundalini has 37,000 followers. Mel, get a hold of Ashley Hiller so we can hear her opinions. Thanks, Teresa. I just cut it the other day. I finally decided to cut it off. It was getting kind of crazy. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I really appreciate joining me. Let me close the lines. I'm going to keep following the story. I do want to cover Lauren DeMullo. There's a lot of people there's some people. Damn, it's 110,000 followers between all the pages. Damn. There's some people that think he might have been involved with other people, Lauren or whatever. There's circumstantial stuff, but we might throw it in there. This case is pretty common, but the attention that got brought to it is opening people's eyes. These things happen all over the world. Thousands of young. Yo, it's crazy. Lisa, I kind of agree. I'm sorry. 37,000 morons. Well, I mean, maybe they didn't know, but I don't know. I like it. I'll sign it. I'll co-sign it. I have the address of the shopping center. Let's go check it out, man. Well, I don't know. Oh, yeah, for sure. Everybody in Florida. I just saw somebody pull a gun out the other day when I was driving past Walmart. 14 top fans in one of the LC groups have been for 3 months. I bet you all these people, too, that are Shannon's followers, I bet half of them are in the Facebook groups spying on you guys, checking to make sure nothing's linking back. They're not being tracked. I don't know. I don't know what's up. I don't know, man. I'm assuming, I guess they're going to wait for try to find her body. I don't know. The mother's here in Florida. Yeah, I'm here in Florida. South Florida. Florida. 903 State Road 84. I was going to go out last night to the spot. I don't know if I could pull it up on Facebook real quick. You're about to end. Somebody was wanting me to go check out something at supposed landfills, but last night there was radio silence too. At one point, there was radio silence between Miami and Pines, I think, for the cops. But I don't know what happened because every day there's bodies here in Florida. So, every day a body's found and people think it might be linked to Leila, but the reality is there's bodies found every day, multiple bodies. And a lot of them you probably don't hear about it. A lot of them don't make the front page. There was one day the other day, there was like 4 bodies. And one of them was like mutilated. Hey, Wendy, thanks. No idea how old Christina is. Do you think that car seat video was Cam's? No, I don't think so. I think they said in the documents that the car seat was found or something. I think it was there or something. What? Stacy, what? You're not talking about what I'm saying, right? No. That wasn't Cam's, right? I have the documents here. Court documents. I thought they said it was found or something. Was it in this documents? I don't know which one it was. I thought they said they found the car seat. South Florida is pretty bad. And thank you, Albania. I appreciate it. South Florida is bad. And I honestly think Texas is like the new worst place. I think Texas is really turning to a crap place. And everybody's going to Texas. I don't know. I'll have to check again some other time. But I thought they said they found the car seat. Let me see. He was in a front-facing car seat. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it wasn't that. It was just a random car seat that I found in the area. All right. I think we'll call it a night. I'm just trying to see if they mention anything about the car seat here. Oh, law enforcement. Well, to the topic we were talking about earlier, and then we'll cut it off. Texas is big, though. That's true. Not all of Texas is like that. Law enforcement recovered a Google search at 12:01 a.m. Oh, 7:26. Oh. Ooh. Wait. What day does the commercial garbage pickup for Hollywood, Florida? Additionally, law enforcement recovered another search at 1:45 a.m. the same day for dust bleach. So the child was dropped off. I think the other caller, wasn't the other caller right? That 7:25, Leila was last seen, right? And the next day, Cam was dropped off. On 7/26, law enforcement has learned that there's been no activity on her accounts. So these searches might have been done when Cam was with her, no? I mean, was with Shannon, right? Or am I still wrong? 7/26, 12:01 a.m. The 12:01 a.m. was corrected to p.m. Oh. Oh, okay. See, that's why I got you guys here. All right, cool. It's all right. That's what might have been the confusion then. I'm in Orlando, just moved from Hollywood. Oh, good. Yeah, Hollywood's kind of turning to crap too. Hollywood, Miami's been crap. Yeah. The documents were amended. Oh, all right, cool. Thanks. All right, man. Well, thank you guys. We'll call it a night. Appreciate it. They're corrected this morning. All right, cool. The search was 12 p.m. Yeah, Mary can answer about the car seat. That'll be good. Oh, they haven't said anything about the car seat. No car seat was found. Huh. I don't know. That's a good question. Do you think that he was going to use chloroform on the son? I don't know. Possible. I don't know. Maybe he wanted to take out the child so he can do what he needed to do, but it was after the fact, right? They're saying it was after the child was dropped off, because they're saying it was PM. Yeah, Hollywood's turning to crap. So he was searching on Google after the baby dropped off. Yeah, I think so, right? Would that be right, Mary? If these documents were amended, where did I have it? It's somewhere. It would be after the fact. PM would be the afternoon, so wouldn't that be after you dropped off Cam? Yeah. Oh, the 1 a.m. chloroform. Okay, and 12 p.m. was garbage. Damn. There's somebody that called in. Let's take this last call before we get off then. 786. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, man?
Good.
So my name's Josh. I'm from Miramar.
Oh, thank you for calling.
No problem, man. So I find something very weird about this whole Leila Cavett thing. I've been, keeping some tabs on it and looking into it, watching a bunch of things on YouTube and, reading a bunch of articles and stuff. And I saw some of the video that they released, the FBI.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed, like a lot of other people noticed, that they were cutting some of the video.
Right.
And I think that, this Shannon dude, if he didn't have something to do with the disappearance of this woman, then he definitely knows about what happened to her. And I think that the FBI could be trying to kind of gather up a ring of these, because I've heard some stories months ago about these guys who, they go around, they're looking for, streetwalkers, women who are prostitutes or women who are just getting out of prison. And what they do is they kidnap them and sell them on the black market to people who want to buy young women, or just buy women, period, or, sex slaves and all that other stuff. So this could be one of those situations where, they happen to stumble across her, or Shannon may have sold her to one of these rings. This guy seems like he's into the occult. He has connections with, a lot of shady people, and you never know. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think the FBI is kind of just trying to find out everything they can about this before they kind of close the case out. And I think that's where all of the hush hush is going on with the video cuts, and they're releasing some information. So yeah, that's my thought anyway.
It's interesting. Yeah, thank you, man. Thanks for sharing it.
No problem.
All right, take care. That was interesting. That's a really good thought. I mean, the video for sure was cut, chopped. I don't know. I spoke to somebody about that yesterday with the whole video being chopped up like that. For sure, they know a lot more, obviously, than the public knows. The documents were available yesterday, I think, the day before. I think if he sold her, he would have had money. Oh, that's true, but he didn't have money, right? Unless it's in another account. But yeah, he didn't have money. He was trying to sell. Oh, that is true. What Mary's saying. You see, Mary? You see why we need you? We have somebody calling in, and it says anonymous. Let's take the call. Anonymous. Let me see. Talk. Oh, I think they hung up. Anonymous hung up. Anonymous, call back if you want. I don't know. Somebody from the underground. I lost you, Anonymous, or I might have hung up by accident. I don't know, but you can call back. Anonymous. Now we got to give it a minute to see. Maybe it's somebody in the dark side. Maybe somebody in the occult. Or maybe somebody trolling. They froze the video at 10:12 p.m. on the 25th because he was walking in right behind her. That's what somebody was. You think that's what it is? Somebody was saying that too, but why would they not show that though? I don't get that. He's walking in right behind her. Okay, I think we got somebody else calling in. 941. Hello. You're live. Is that what they say? 941, can you hear me? Can't hear nothing. 941, going once, going twice. It's the hex.
Hello.
Hey, there we go. We got you. How you doing?
Sorry. Did they ever test Cam's shirt for any blood, or was it missed potentially because his shirt was dark? Did the police have it?
They didn't mention anything about, from what I've read, about his shirt.
Just a thought. I mean, you would know with the cut, with a little bit by the timeline, whether he was present and seeing his mother killed or not. So.
Oh, you're saying Camden? Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That might be stuff that, if they knew, they're probably not going to release. Maybe after the fact. But yeah, that'd be a good point. I'm sure they could test for that. The little microscopic blood splatters, if possible. They said there was blood in the front and in the back of the car.
Yeah.
Horrible. Yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Bye.
Bye. I guess the anonymous person's not going to call back. They said 12:01 a.m. originally on the docs, then corrected it to 12:01 p.m., which would be the 25th before the last time she was on camera. Okay. Wait, what's going on in the chat? Is there drama on the chat? Oh. I think we got to chill. I actually need to get. I don't have any mods. I removed all the. Your true crimes. Find me. You're done. Maybe you want to call in, man. Maybe this is one of the occult. One of the occult members. I can say they're going to find everything on Leila's phone. I should probably call it. I know I said I'm going to end it like 20 minutes ago. I don't belong to any true crimes. The page I follow. Dunn sounds like they got it kicked out of True Crimes. They're one of those pages, man. True Crime Junkies. If you want it, it's a savage page, man. I don't think I've ever seen such a savage page before. I think it's True Crimes Junkie. Some good Facebook pages. I try to stay out of the Facebook pages, but it's crazy. It goes down on Facebook. I try to stay out of them. The True Crime Junkie. Oh, there's two pages though. Two Crime Junkie pages. Are they rivaling each other? Do they have a competition? There's two Crime Junkie pages. Which one's the OG? There's three Crime Junkie pages. So who's the real Crime Junkies? The red icon is the one that's most active. I still want to know the evidence that supports kidnapping. Well, they said that he, you know what the weird thing is? They said that he was in the area. They saw his car, but that they didn't see Cam get in or out, which is kind of weird. That is kind of weird. How did they not see the child? Maybe it's that camera angle. So I was wondering, did he drop the child off? I don't know. True Crime Society and True Crime Junkies. He was behind her. That's what I'm hearing people say. He was behind her in that video. I'll play it one more time and then we get off. Right? Sound good? We'll get off after that. Shannon. Oh, yeah. When she gets out of, let's see. Right? What happened? Then you got quiet, man. Oh, let me see this real quick. Oh, that's what you guys are talking about. Oh, okay, I see. Oh. You becomes they now. Done as a troll. My sister was murdered also by a man on parole. This criminal should not be allowed out. My sister, Leila, and many others will still be alive. That whole parole thing, don't even get me started. I can't get in that, but there's certain agendas being moved forward that these people can get out. They can do whatever it is to get out. They can go commit a crime right now as long as it's under a certain amount that they steal. Certain, that's $1,000. They just go right out. They go right back out. Yeah, sorry about your for your loss. I don't believe in all that liberal letting all these people out and run the streets and all that shit. But a lot of people do. They're into that. So, but yeah, thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna get off. Thank you so much for the live stream. Appreciate you guys. Have a good night. Is Done a troll? I don't know. I totally feel that on that, Lisa, though, because I hear many stories of people on parole that should have been locked up, should have still been locked up, and then they go and commit other crimes and kill people. I don't know, man. I think Dunn is an insider, man. Dunn, you're an insider, man? They cult? I'm just kidding. I don't know. All right, peace. Good night. Good night. But there was blood. Maybe I shouldn't end it. Maybe I should keep going. But there was blood in the truck, and he brought stuff to cover the murder scene. So why do people still think he sold her? So she had not arrived when the search was on his phone. I'm going to go to sleep. All right, guys. Thank you, man. Peace.